And that is why it's important to always go with the flow of the day. The question you asked yourself was, what is a fulfilled life? How can I get a fulfilled life? How can I create a fulfilled life? I see people with fulfilled lives, and I wonder how they got there. And I often ask the question of myself, not daring to ask them, what did they have to do? Whose head and shoulders they stepped on to get to have this fulfilled life? And then one day, someone told me, hey, it's the life of your making. It doesn't have to match somebody else's idea or a fulfilled life or somebody other person's version of a fulfilled life. It's just your version. And there are many aspects of a fulfilled life. So you came to me to ask me about my life. You've heard me say, I live a fulfilled life. I created it and I'm nursing it every day. Because I got to this point of my life where I am living the life of my dreams and the vision that I saw back then, that doesn't mean I stop. Because as long as I'm alive, I'm going to evolve, twigging and pushing and changing things in the fulfilled life. It's part of living the fulfilled life. It's like, getting to the top of Mount Everest and saying there's another mountain to climb. And then the climber decides, I will do that. I'm going to climb another one. Maybe it's colder and it's going to be more difficult, more challenging, but I'm going to do this. But that is the vision of a fulfilled life. So although we come to a mature and amazing time in our life where we are living a fulfilled life, along the way, we changed a lot. Even to where we are now, we're still changing. We're modifying. We're looking at things differently because you see, we want to live a fulfilled life in the moment. As the moment changes, the energy of the world shifts. So should your dream goals and desire to bring you to that point where you're constantly living that fulfilled life in your head and making it a reality in your space. A long, long time ago, this very sport was shared by myself and a raccoon, or a family of raccoons back there. And I joked to my family and friends, I love these corners so much. So the raccoons share it at night, and I come in the day, I clean up after them, and I make it my own. At the back of many of my books, you will see the picture of me with all the trees around me and branches and shrubs and whatever, reading, creating, writing, living my fulfilled life. At that time, that was the vision. But as time went by, I decided I wanted a pagoda in the spot. I desired a place, and that place had to be baptized with my energy and be mine. It took a while. I had to walk in here. It felt more like it belonged to the contractor who built it than to me. I had to press my energy in there. I had to perfume it with my perfumes. I had to put flowers and things that represented me on the walls. If you were to see that little blue thing out there, is an artwork of mine. And I had to do this to make it mine. So that's what I mean, excuse me, when I say, although we are living the fulfilled life, we're constantly creating that fulfilled life. It's not coming to the point where I got to the top of the mountain, I'm living the fulfilled life, and then that's enough, so I stop. And I say, this is good enough. But what happens when energy changes? There was a time, 10 years ago, I lived a fulfilled life with an amazing husband and partner. 10 years ago, around this time, a little bit earlier, June 23rd, 2014, he bowed out. He passed away. So what should I do? I decided there had to be something for me to do. So guess what? I climbed the mountain called social media. And here I am at the age of 78 doing all these things on social media and telling you of my dream goals and desires and creating, still creating. Because as you know, my book, The 5 Pillars of Prosperity, is being released tomorrow on Wednesday. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. Yes, I love this. So hold on. Let me tell you how the journey has changed. If you're looking for someone to be a speaker at any of your events that you're planning, get in touch with me. My email address is right here. And you can contact me, and I would love to give you more about making life choices to you or any of the topic on living a fulfilled life. Have a great day. The journey changed. Of course it changed. It changed because my beloved partner is no longer here. My children are grown. My choices have changed. My diet has changed. My body has decided what it desires and what it doesn't like. It tells me no on certain terms. So, although we had that purposeful version and vision of that fulfilled life where we spent many, many afternoons in this garden, not in the pergola, it wasn't built yet, but he knew I had a vision and a vision of it. We sat, we grew, we dreamt, we had visions and visions of traveling, and we did do a lot. But once he passed away, my entire life changed. I did not sit back and wallow in the misery of not having him. I sat back and I enjoyed what we did together. And I asked him, if you were me, what would you do now? If our places were reversed, what would you do now? I did not sit and wait for him to come from heaven and answer me. What I did was I went along and I took a step every day towards doing this. Every day. I learned to do social media. Scary. It took a while. I fell, I tripped, and I kept pushing. And then one day, I actually found my groove. I met people along the way that were helpful, and there's still others helping me, giving me a push, telling me I'm okay. Continue. And I do that too. But as I said, it changed. So social media is there. I'm still writing, I'm still creating, and I'm still enjoying life. I had to listen, as I said, to my body and stop eating carbs, for example. It was painful. Everywhere hurt. Slowly, I eliminated them. And now I feel free of that. Maybe there was a time when I was allergic to dairy. But I noticed I gave up dairy. And no, I have to give up carbs. But guess what? My body changed again. And now I can have dairy of any kind. And that's wonderful. So that's what I mean when I say, although we are living a fulfilled life, we must always twig it and do not expect it to stay the same way. We have to go with the flow of the energy of the world and the energy of others, sometimes others that are close to you, that are loving you and near and dear to you. And that is why it's important to always go with the flow of the day. We make plans. I have a list. I do all kinds of things. But some days, they don't get done. Does that mean I failed or I'm disappointed? No. I look at what got done. And the moment I started practicing this, you know what you must do, Tessa-Marie. So does that mean you must create at 9 a.m.? Or is it okay to sit in the pergola at 4 p.m. and create and share that? Hey, it's okay to create later in the day. It's okay to wander off early in the morning instead of creating. It's okay to do what you're supposed to do as long as you do it and you're happy with it. Not somebody else telling you what you should do and how happy you should be with it. So living a fulfilled life is sitting here. I wish you could feel the breeze. If you look closely in the slat just above the shoulder here, you will notice the fern, the wild fern. It has decided to grow because it was always there. I met it there. They built a pergola around it, maybe on top of it. But guess what? It said, damn it, I'm going to grow. No matter what pergola they put there, I'm going to let myself be seen. And there you are, you see. That fern right there in that corner on this shoulder. Look at it. It's between my fence and the neighbor's fence. But it's coming through on my side in the pergola. Why? Because it doesn't matter where you're planted. Your job, my job, all of our jobs, including the job of the fern, is to thrive wherever you are. So wherever you are, that is where you are supposed to be. And you do the best with it. Because as you know, living a fulfilled life is according to your dream, your vision, your desire. Have a wonderful day. If you like this video, just hang on. More videos of that type are coming your way. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. The more subscribers we have, the bigger the content and the guests would come. So have a marvelous and amazing day.